I'd like to go back into my own head and just try to remember how ridiculous it all sounded at the time.
Having just gone back to his Edmonton law firm after 7 years in the front office of the New York Rangers, Cameron Hope was minding his own business on a Hawaiian beach when he got a phone call from out of the royal blue.
I didn't know who Graham was. I'd never spoken with him.
It was Victoria Royals owner Graham Lee, with an offer that Hope eventually couldn't refuse.
I had basically parked my hockey management career, either temporarily or maybe permanently, and moved back to Edmonton to practice law. So it was a big surprise, and I distinctly remember ending that phone conversation thinking, well, he won't call back. When someone says they'll turn the keys over to you of something that is an exciting idea, and they seem to be okay with the idea that you might drive it into the ditch, but you'll do your best to get it back out again. After the second or third phone conversation, it sounded like something that would be a great fit, and I can't tell you how happy I am that he called now.
4 years as the NHL Rangers assistant GM to Glenn Sather taught Hope a few things that apply on the West Coast as well.
On the professional side, you learn how complicated the game is off the ice, and it's not a lot less complicated in the Western Hockey League than it is in the National Hockey League. The rules and the regulations and the governance of the league and the things that we do to make sure that everybody's best interests are taken seriously. The players, player safety, how to get more people in the arenas. These things are all things that are important in every league. And just learning how detailed you have to be, how on the ball you have to be on the business side, is something that was, in a way, an eye-opener for a hockey fan who was, working in the National Hockey League.
First on Hope's to-do list was to hire new head coach Dave Lowry, former assistant coach with the NHL's Calgary Flames.
It's been great. I think when you have people with the same vision, it's easy to establish what kind of team you want, what kind of players you want, how they're going to play, and that. And from the first time that we've met, it hasn't changed, and our philosophy will continue to be the same moving forward.
More on Lowry next week, but for now, Cam Hope is loving his new surroundings, even if things in Victoria still seem a little too good to be true.
I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop, but I just don't think whatever the downside is, it could possibly take away from the experience so far.
For Royal Report, I'm Scott Earl.